Babylonian Mathematics, Quadratic Problems, Example 9.11. I have added the area of a square to 2/3 of its side, and the result is 40. So you've got the area of a square, and let's let the sides be x by x, okay? And so that area is x squared. And you have added that area. So you've added x squared to 2/3 of the side. So 2/3 of the side would be 2/3 times x. And to that, you're adding the area. And when you do that, the result is 40. So here's my equation. Now, this equation is going to take a lot of work. First of all, I want to rewrite it in descending order equal to 0. So I'm going to commute the two terms on the left-hand side so that I have x squared plus 2/3 x. And now I'm going to transpose the 40 to the left-hand side so it becomes negative 40 equal to 0. I don't like this equation in the way that it looks because of that fraction. So I'm going to multiply every single term by 3 to clear out that fraction. So when I do that, right, I'm going to be multiplying everything times 3. Let me do it like there. All right. On the left-hand side, I have 3x squared. These 3's divide out, so that's positive 2x. 3 times 40 is 120, so that's minus 120, equal to 3 times 0, which is still 0. So there's the equation that I'm now going to solve. 3x squared plus 2x minus 120 equal to 0. And you can solve this any way you want to, but just be aware that 120 is a pretty big number. And you wouldn't be able to really use the Babylonian formula in this case unless you went back and used, more or less this equation. All right, you'd have to let P equal to 2/3 and Q equal to 40. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve this by factoring, even though it's a difficult one. All right, 120 has a bunch of factors, so this is a kind of even in a nuisance doing it by factoring. But I've worked it out in advance, and it's 3x plus 20 and x minus 6. And that works because 20 times negative 6 gives me negative 120, and 3x squared, pardon me, 3x times negative 6 is negative 18x. 20 times x is positive 20x, and that adds up to the positive 2x that I'm looking for up here. All right, so I'm ready to set each of these factors equal to 0. So 3x plus 20 equals 0, or x minus 6 equals 0. Solving 3x plus 20 equal to 0, I subtract 20 from each side. So I get 3x equal to negative 20. Dividing both sides by 3, I have x equal to negative 20 over 3. And if you remember, I didn't use s for side or w for width, but if you remember, x was equal to the side of that square. So a side of a square cannot be negative, so I have to reject this answer. If x minus 6 is equal to 0, then x is equal to positive 6, and this is a good answer. So the side of that square is equal to 6.